I did bachelor's in mechanical and automation engineering. Mining industry and robotic industries are doing quite well. So that's one of the main reasons why I shifted to Australia. Australia has a lot of opportunity. I'm from India, so it was a big cultural shock. It was like here people are always outside and 5 p.m. you don't see anyone outside. Australians are quite friendly and try to get along, so that helped me. As soon as I finished my university and I started applying, I just realized that a lot of these roles were required a person to be citizen. In my application, they just told me that, oh, since you're not a citizen or a PR, we cannot carry on your application. So early on, I realized that it's going to be tough. My visa condition, which was another big obstacle for me. I would say I'm a bit of a shy person. Like I try not to contact new people. And that was obviously hampering my chances of getting roles. For me, it was just apply through online sites rather than connecting with people. Till I met you, I was not comfortable at all connecting with people on LinkedIn. Like I slowly started connecting and then I started getting results. That's how I started connecting with LinkedIn. I would say I never thought about giving up. Yeah, there were sometimes doubts in my mind that, yeah, there's no hope coming. But yeah, I never thought about giving up. Yeah, that's something my parents not raised me to be. They said, try as hard as possible. I wanted to stay in Australia. There's no chance of me going back to India. So I was like, yeah, I'll stay in Australia. And at first, obviously with the connection I was a bit skeptical. Why would anyone want to help you out? You're such a stranger to them. But when I started connecting with people, and there were a lot of people who were way more helpful. They were like, you know what, I'll talk to my boss. If there is a role coming up, I'll 100% give him your name and we'll talk or something. Like there were lot of people there. I'm still connected. They didn't obviously I didn't get into their company or something, but I still talk to them. And maybe later I get an opportunity to work in their company, or maybe they call me later for a better role. So yeah, that time I realized that people are helpful. People will help you out if you ask for. And obviously there are like people who won't. I connected with this guy. He's my manager here. He's sort of like a co-founder as well of the company. And I talked to him and I was just discussing what all the roles, because they on their site also it's not much shown on it. And then he told me that they're gonna have a role coming up soon. And that's how I was like, you know what, I have some experience and maybe that helps. And he was quite happy to help me out. And I think it was within 3 weeks that they said, okay, I would like to interview you regarding this role for this. And yeah, and that's how I got the interview for that. Another role would be same with the Mott McDonald's that happened. I connected with Mott McDonald HR. She told me that the fire department of Mott McDonald's was looking for a mechanical fire engineer role. And for that also, I got interviewed and I was in the final round before I got the current role I am in. Oh, 100%, yeah. All of them were through networking, almost all of them. I still have a lot of connections that could still help me later on after 5 years or 3 years when I want to switch role. I know a lot of people are still there in the connection. And that's like, again, a jump start for me. Networking is a big thing. Like I totally, even if I talk to other people, I tell them, you have to network. That's the only way. Like since that time, anyone who asks me, how did you get a job? I don't even ask them to search for job to seek or whatever roles that apply. Try to connect with all the companies you want to work with the way you taught us, like how it should be. I told them my GPA was like 5.2 and they were like, as long as you're working hard enough and you're giving us the correct this thing, GPA doesn't matter to us. Like literally we had that discussion and they were like, grades in reality, grades don't matter. It's more of your practical work and experience that matter to us. Don't lose hope. Try networking. Okay, there will be some people who will be really not answering you back, but there's one, obviously there'll always be someone who's willing to help you out. They said that we might send you to Austria for 3 weeks of training. And obviously when they told me that, I was like, yeah, I've never been outside India and Australia, so I was like, yeah, Europe for the first time. And obviously I met new people over there, and obviously Europeans are completely different to Australians, and they have that different mentality. So for me, that's also a learning curve. I do deal with a lot of Austrians at the moment. It's because I company is Austrian based and our customers are Australian. So I have to deal with both kind of people. So that's
Mm.
another good thing about this role. I'm getting along with people, or people management is another new thing that I'm learning in this job. As long as I'm learning, I don't mind the stress. Consistency is a big thing. If you're consistent enough, I'm telling you, after even 2, 3 months, you will 100% have the opportunity you are looking for. But yeah, you have to be consistent. I was really lazy at first. Like, I was not trying hard. Maybe it was because of me being a bit skeptical or being shy that I didn't try enough. But yeah, when I started being consistent, I would say it's depends on person to person. If you're consistent enough, I think you will 100% get that opportunity you're looking for.